Alright, now I'm excited for today's video. We've made carbonara before, but today we're gonna make Chef Ramsay's recipe, so let's just hop right into it.
So our first step is gonna be grating some cheese. We need about a cup in total, and 2/3 of that is gonna be some Parmesan, and then the other third is gonna be Pecorino Romano. Then we're gonna take a handful of parsley, and we're gonna give it a fine chop. In total, in the end, we should have about 2 tablespoons worth. Next, Ramsay calls for us to take 3 garlic cloves, in which we're gonna peel and then thinly slice. And once you're done with that, you can set it off to the side before we move on to a yellow onion. Now I've got a medium-sized onion here, and I'm gonna use a little bit less than half of it, but we're gonna take that onion and then cut into a small dice.
Okay, so let's take a second to talk about the proteins here in the carbonara. Now traditionally, you're gonna wanna go with guanciale, but this stuff can be really hard to find. I actually was able to get it at a famous pizzeria and Italian market here in Chicago. Shout out Freddy's if you know it. Otherwise, you can use pancetta, which I just got this stuff at Trader Joe's. If you don't have pancetta either, you can just use bacon.
You're gonna take about 6 ounces of whatever meat you're using, whether that be the guanciale, the pancetta, or the bacon, and we need to cut into some small pieces. I personally like to cube the guanciale, and then we're gonna end up chopping it just to make sure that we don't get any pieces that are too big. It's at this point that you can start boiling your pasta water. Now make sure you salt it pretty good here, as we want this thing to taste good, and then you're gonna drop in about 12 ounces of linguine. Now onto a very important step, which is making our cheese mixture, which you don't want to do until you start boiling your pasta. So to our cheese, we're going to add in 2 large eggs along with all of our parsley, and then you're going to give that a mix until it's combined. Once done, you're going to take some pasta water and very slowly mix it into that cheese mixture while constantly stirring. This is going to help temper it and give us a good sauce. Next, we're on to cooking, and luckily we're gonna do this all in one pan. So take a large pan and then add in your guanciale, pancetta, or bacon into it, and then turn it on medium heat. I like to start the meat in a cold pan just to slowly render that fat, and you're gonna cook and constantly stir for about 5 to 6 minutes until it's fully cooked and the outsides are nice and crispy. Take the meat and put it on a separate tray, and then we're going to get rid of most of the fat other than 1 tablespoon. We're going to drop it down to medium-low heat, and then we're going to add in our onions along with a pinch of salt. Stir and cook these onions until they're translucent, which is about 3 to 4 minutes, at which point we're going to add in our sliced garlic, stir, and cook for another minute or so. Now add a 1/4 cup of a dry white wine. I'm using Chardonnay, which is my personal favorite, and you're going to cook this for a few minutes until most of the liquid is evaporated and that alcohol smell has burned off. Now to finish the dish, off heat, we're gonna add in a 1/2 cup of cooked peas along with our crispy guanciale and our egg mixture from earlier. Then we're gonna take our cooked noodles and add that into the pan and stir it pretty vigorously. Now the heat from the pasta is gonna help smoothen out the sauce. The reason why I did it off heat is I don't want it to get too hot and then end up becoming like a scrambled egg pasta. And that's all there really is to this recipe. That's Gordon Ramsay's carbonara. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.